Can poop.
I didn't say it. I didn't say it. I swear.
So, who wants it?
Jay does.
Jay wants
Yep,
it?
Jay.
I actually do not want it. I do not want it.
Yeah,
I
Jay
do not
gets
want it first.
Yeah, Jay gets it.
Okay, I guess I'm getting it first.
Yeah, you're receiving
Though I
it
said I do
first.
not want it first.
Alright, Jay, actually, who do you want to go first?
I'm taking it.
Okay.
Thanks, dude. I thought you were gonna
Alright.
say me, and I was gonna be like, bitch, please.
Look what you guys made me do. There's gonna be a day when I bring this back up to you guys, and you'll have to remember what you've done
Bro,
with me here today.
Hey,
Great
okay,
start
this has
session,
happened to
guys.
me thousands of times.
Alright. Hey, Jay.
I get up.
Yes.
Hello.
You find your
Yes.
eyes opening. The ringing in your ears dissipating, and you hear this slow tune and the occasional scratch of a vinyl. The oxygen is difficult to breathe in, as if you were on a mountaintop or in a stagnant room cut off to the outside. You sat upon a rolling plastic and metal chair with a rusty texture, almost like a school chair. Sitting in front of you, no, laying on the desk in front of you is this smaller figure. Black shorts and a brown button-up, seeming to be almost fun-sized, would be the description I'd use. Twiddling their
Almost a kid.
fingers and plucking their nails as your eyes would adjust. They'd peer over with two brown eyes, scars seeming to be placed where their eye bags would usually be, and it seemed to be fresh stitches. A little sheet metal tail and horns seeming to be clipped onto their shorts and ears, respectively, though once they see movement, the childlike figure would angle themselves, leaning the legs over the desk and pushing away some papers. Finally, your eyes would adjust to the room around you, being this tatami floor with thin paper walls that had figures occasionally walking by, brief sounds of conversations happening, though the figure would smile slightly, as your vision completely unblurred, and they spoke. "Morning, sweetie."
Oh! Are my hands bound?
They are not.
Okay. Jens looks at this fine gentleman, his eyes widening slightly in confusion before... Oh!
One serious section. One serious section.
Hello?
Morning. Did you hit your head that hard when you fell?
I hit my head?
No, all of you really.
Oh. Jens blinks consecutively like 6 times in a row. Rather quickly. When did this happen?
Many of you may have lost a couple of memories. At the end of your 4th exam, when the hallucinogen ran through your system completely, it seems a lot of you went into this comatose state, falling straight face first into the sand. Or wherever you were, that is.
Oh. So where are we now?
Well, now you're on the Association airship on your way to the next exam.
Airship?
Airship, yes.
As in we are in the sky.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a window nearby?
There's not.
Where is the airship going?
Well, that'll be decided later. Where we land isn't really known at the moment. How rude of me. Would you like a tea, coffee, water?
Good morning, my name is Jens. Jens says as he sticks his hand up for a handshake. Pleasure to meet you. Thank you for bringing me to the airship.
They would
Excuse my manners, this is all very sudden.
They would sheepishly blink twice at the sudden movement before hesitantly reaching forward for the handshake. Right, Jens. I am Tamari, Association Secretary. Think of me like the second in command to the chairman.
Oh, okay. Okay, I suppose that explains why you would be the ones to pick us up off the beach. Us. Are the others okay too? I think I was with people. I think, at least, maybe.
Yes, all of you are having your own little interviews at the moment. Which brings me to the topic of today. A couple questions I have for you.
Well, certainly. I suppose we have quite a bit of time being on an airship. Nothing better to do. Not to say that I would decline either way. I of course, yes. Questions.
They would put their left hand over their mouth, a few fingers draping down off their chin before, with their right hand, they'd lean back, going and one of the drawers on the desk they were sitting on would sort of crackle and come back with a... Ah, God. The wood ached for a moment, as it took a bit of effort to pull the drawer outward. As they'd pick up a pen and a paper, scribbling a little note on the side of the paper as to get the pen ready to write. As, once more, they looked up to meet your eyes. First
Jens at this point would lean forward and fold his arms on the table, seemingly having taken a second to process the sudden blackout teleportation to an airship from the beachside, and now coming back down from the rather rude awakening.
Contestant number 319, Jens Brunsted. My first question for you is, how would you describe your exam experience so far?
My exam experience?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I would say that the Hunter exam so far has been a rather eye-opening affair that had many unexpected twists in lieu of its lessons, examinations to, I suppose, they kept things interesting. It has been a rather nice place to meet new people, and experience strange occurrences, but in a positive way. And I think it is an excellent source for... I think it would be an excellent place for character building.
You would see them look left at the wall, as you said, character building, before beginning to scribble down a bunch of notes on the paper. As we'll move to the next perspective. Hey, Drifter.
Hey, Apollons.
Similarly, in this chair, contestant number 299, Callun Godric. How would you describe your exam experience so far?
Easy.
Easy. That's an auspicious statement. Would you mind expanding on it?
He sighed for a moment, pausing as he slammed down hard on his right prosthetic leg. A small compartment with a flask opening up as he started to unscrew it. Ocean's rougher than this place is. The boats were a nice one, though. I liked the boats.
As once more, going to the room next to us, contestant number 321, Luke Harrowseed. How would you describe your exam experience so far?
Good and, bad.
Could you expand on that a little bit more?
I think that I've met new people, but I've also lost a few people. Would be looking down at the not looking directly at this this person, the interviewer. He would just be looking down at, I guess, the desk.
You've met a lot of people and you've lost a lot of people. How interesting. You were one of those we saw with our escaped contestant number, if I remember correctly, 322, John? How do you
Luke
feel
would
about
nod.
that?
I think I would have gained a close bond with John, but unfortunately he's gone now.
We would move back to our first room. So, Jens, I understand your exam experience has been interesting. But
That is
on the topic
certainly
of
one way to put it,
interest,
yes.
which contestant are you the most interested in out of your fellow examinees?
Oh, which contestant am I most interested in?
Yes.
I'm sorry, could you elaborate on what you mean by interested?
Who catches your eye when you look at them? Who do you believe to be the most unique? Who do you believe has the most potential? Something like that. Just something with an interest about them.
Oh, no. Jens says as he clasps his hands together. No, that's very easy. I don't know his contestant by number, but his name is Van. He's a gentleman that I met in a cave, and he has a rather unique style about him. And I still think that he is one of the most dependable people that I've met here. And for all those reasons combined, I would have to answer Van.
Contestant number 216, Van Rico. Interesting.
Oh,
That
that's
is
his name. I didn't know that.
unique answer. Dependable, you say?
We escaped the caves together. I'm not certain I would have been able to do it without him, actually, but here I am. I owe him a great deal of gratitude. And I would rather say that I hope he doesn't doubt his motivational speaking skills.
They would begin to write more and more, and as the pencil lead would pass by our screen, we would open up once more to the heavy right foot of Callun as... Which contestant are you most interested in?
Think I might have left that one in too much. Well, there's the short fella, ain't there? About yay big. Something like Puke. No, Luke. Luke! That's the one. Don't know his last name. I tell ya, that boy, completely stood still when I rammed straight into him. Hard enough to break down a wall, and he just stood there. Aimed in and fired a bow at this creature. To be honest with you, I hardly remember what happened, but that was impressive. I thought that mighty impressive indeed. Now, I should give him a quick swift and quick kick in the ass for the rest of what he did on that island, but that was admirable.
They'd write down a couple of notes as once the paper ruffles against their lap, we would move the camera back over to Luke's room. Which contestant are you most interested in?
There's a few, but ever since I met him, 13.
Mr. If I remember correctly, Vados Ermac. And what of him?
He gives me a when I first met him, I had a feeling, I guess, and I don't know. I guess I thought I saw something. It's weird. He said a quote or something, and it was just interesting.
I see. You do not have a unique answer as far as that. Vados has been a consistently that has interested us in the association. It's only his second year. Well, I must continue asking you, Jens. Out of the other contestants, who do you not want to compete against, if you were put into a competition of sorts?
Now that is a harder question. I would have to say, there's one gentleman who I met early on, and I haven't spoken to him very much. He appears to be a bit of a swindler, if I may say so myself. He seems like the type of person who would be able to take one over my head, but we got into a small shootout within the caverns, and ever since then I'm entirely certain he is on the straight and narrow. Like the type that carries a knife to your back. Though I don't know if I'm ballsy enough to say that to his face. You mind just a description and him? Because I don't quite remember his name.
No, that is completely okay. Contestant number 318. I see. And that segues me into my next question, Mr. Callun. Out of the other contestants, who do you not want to compete against?
Oh, I'll kick the ass about anyone in here, you hear me? Anyone. Just for the hell of it, I'd do it.
That was not the question.
Well, I don't have an answer to your question. So I came up with one. Isn't that fun?
I like that. We would watch as they write down on the sheet non-applicable and in parentheses NA as going through the middle of the A. So, Luke, out of the other contestants, who do you not want to compete against?
He would gain kind of the confidence to look face to face with the I believe his name's Amo.
And why is that?
I just he seems to be good with knives, but I would fight anyone. I don't care who it would be, but I've had a connection with him, so I just would not like to fight him.
A connection. They would dot heavily on their piece of paper with their documentation before their eyes would look up, the paper going down on their lap with the pencil resting atop of it. Well, on the inverse question, Mr. Jens, who do you most want to compete against?
Oh. Well, I'd hope I wouldn't come in direct competition with anybody. I suppose I'm not concerned with who I would be competing against, more so that it is a fair sporting game.
Do you not have an answer to this question, then?
No, not specifically, I suppose.
Their face slightly dropped at the lack of a comment, as they would move on to the next question. Callun, is there somebody you do want to compete against?
Whoa. Leaned back in his chair. Too many. I think that all of them would be a somewhat of a fun fight. That or a battle of morals, if you will. I'm sure you have it on record that I smashed that little pencil mustached man's nose in. Oh, that was satisfying, but...
I will say, as a secret between you and me, I quite enjoyed when you did that.
I quite enjoyed it too, between you and me. But, that boy, Luke, I feel like there's a sort of fire in him. The kind that would be good for a good old brawl, you know.
I see. That is a unique answer. They would document it once more as they'd sort of roll their wrist slightly. Is there somebody you do want to compete against, if not Amo, Luke?
I'm curious, I overheard a rumor or something about, something of, the Hanging Man.
The Hanging Man. What of him?
They were overhearing, or some of them were talking about it, some person who liked to kill contestants, but was, I believe, continued letting back in. I haven't seen him, but with so many applicants there has been, is this person here?
I suppose you could take it as a blessing that you had yet to see him. Contestant number 1. We don't even know if it's his true name, but... Edgar Rosemary. Is that your answer for this question?
Luke's kind of stature, what was slowly progressing from this interview, a shy guy coming in, it seems his stature has grown, a little bit more confident. Yes.
I see. And Why is that? Just because of the rumor?
The evil somebody like that. They should be. They should die.
Interesting. Very interesting. They would heavily dot their paper as their smile would brighten all of a sudden for no apparent reason. Moving on, Mr. Jens Brunstedt, what are your plans for using your hunter's license and becoming a hunter afterward?
I intend to use it to appreciate my income. Yeah.
It is nothing to be ashamed of. Many of our contestants go through this for economical reasons.
Oh, really? Okay. I suppose to be fully honest, then I intend to. I suppose it sounds a bit ridiculous. May we leave it at that?
I see. It is
I believe you understand.
Answer. I do not have to press you, nor do I need a better answer than that. So don't worry, hon.
Oh, thank you. It's rather kind.
But that does beg the question, Mr. Callun. What are your plans for the hunter's license and becoming a hunter?
Oh. Right. Between you and me, the Liberation Day bombing of New Tegaman was no mistake. I intend to use the license to find the culprit, if you will. Is that a satisfactory answer?
It's a desirable one. I love honesty to hear it.
Oh, and of course, I'm sure hunters get a load of booze for the job.
They would slightly stick
His smile
their
immediately
hand
brightening
out.
up.
They would slightly stick their hand out, giving you that same mock smile, like a performer or maybe a customer service. Well, it does interest me to ask, Luke, what are your plans for using the hunter's license?
Well, when I came here, I didn't really know, but I asked a lot of other contestants, and I think either to hunt animals and such things. I think maybe hunting more out of place things would be interesting to do. Maybe understanding more of the history of the tribe I was from. But I don't fully know yet. I hope to find out soon enough. Maybe getting to know the world a little bit more, as I'm somewhat new to this society.
Quite interesting. I will say that is one of the more interesting answers I've gotten from the use of a hunter's license. Though, being a magical beast hunter and explorer is quite vanilla. You would see them lean forward for a moment as their brown eyes would blink a couple of times as they almost looked genuinely more interested in this moment. Mr. Jens, what is your most memorable moment during this exam up until this point?
Well, that one is easy. I mentioned Van earlier. How he helped me escape the cave. Me and him were caught in the minecart track, and we were being chased by this crystalline monster from beneath the caves. Its mouth opened like a gaping maw, and all I had was a pipe. He had a sledgehammer, and we worked together, jumping between carts to fight the beast off of the cart track before we ended up flying out into the open air again. I fear if we hadn't fought it off quickly enough, it would have sent us tumbling down the mountain to our certain death.
Is that so? That sounds quite adrenaline-fueled.
It was rather terrifying, I will not lie to you. But, we turned out fine. It's a fun story now, and... Oh, I have this to show for it, he says as he reaches for his pipe. Is his pipe there?
Yes.
Alright, he's
Still
getting
piping. He is still piping.
He grabs the crook of his pipe as he shows off the ice magicked end.
That's a pretty nifty tool you have there. Well,
Oh, you wouldn't even know.
Yeah, I'm sure it'll help you a lot in the coming weeks.
Yeah. I think so too.
They'd give a bright smile as once more they'd lean forward, looking into the eyes of Callun with their own brown eyes, as they put down the piece of paper and the pen, sitting it next to them. What is your most memorable moment during the exam up until this point?
Looking out at the sea with some freshly crushed watermelon in my hand. Yes, I think that was quite the moment.
Oh, wonderful. I have heard from plenty that is their favorite exam so far. Just something about the barbaric nature of adrenaline and fear of, well, losing a fruit.
Well, I do suppose shoulder checking the bastard who was protecting it into the poop deck was pretty funny too.
How characteristic of you. But that does make me wonder, Mr. Luke, what is your most memorable moment during the exam up until this point?
The times I had with John.
The sides of their mouth slightly cringed at hearing John's name, sort of dipping. Could you expand on that a little?
The boat exam. He did something that I most appreciated. He tried to help me in a time of when I was not myself.
Truly, of most of the contestants, I sympathize with you the most. You know that, Luke?
He would have no answer.
Hey, Luke. The next time you would blink, you would notice the figure in front of you in a different position, one leg over the other, swaying back and forth, forward and back. The little sheet metal tail and horns beginning to sway left and right with their head as they looked towards the three of you now sitting in a parallel line as they leaned in and asked a question. Do you think you could kill a real hunter? As either of you would look left and right, you would see on the far right, Luke Seed would be sat. In the middle, Callun Godric would be sat, and on the far left, Jens Brunstedt would be sat, as they waited patiently for their answer.
Jens would be the first to pipe up. He'd go,
Yes.
Kill? Oh, most certainly not.
Well, if it were a very good day and a very bad one for the hunter, I imagine it'd be quite favorable.
Wait. Were you
What?
two always there?
We just got in this room 5 minutes ago, man. You've been
Luke?
drinking?
Luke would realize this, looking left
I'm
and
not
right at
sure.
both Callun and Jens. For looking back,
I
down.
swear, you two were sat there, right? Hey, they were sat there, right?
Absolutely.
See? Told you. We all got here 5 minutes ago. Now, come on, pay attention.
They would have a bit of a
Jens
brighter
would nod
small
slowly as he slowly looks back to the guy, asking all the questions. Kind of just brushing off the fact that he just teleported next to his two good buddies.
Their head would still be swaying left and right with a small, I wouldn't say smug, but accented smile across their face. As they'd put away the 3 stacks of papers, and they'd once more lean in, putting their hands on their chin, putting their elbows on their knees. Well, I've asked you all the questions I've wanted to hear, and now, if you have anything you want to know, feel free to ask. Anything, truly.
Is there a cafeteria?
Yes.
Is it free for all?
Yes.
Where is it?
I'll show you later.
Luke, throughout this exam, has had a lot of injuries. Is there any way I could get this wrapped? As he shows his 3 broken fingers.
Absolutely, we do have a medical bay as well. You know, the questions aren't limited to the airship.
Airships are very cool, though.
I suppose if we're not limited, then what is the next test going to be?
When
If you
or
can
what?
answer that. Can you answer what?
I can give a hint without my higher-ups ripping me a new one.
If you wouldn't mind, as long as it's not going to get you in any trouble.
Their right hand would come up, sort of placing on their bottom lip and tapping a couple of times. I suppose my hint would be look to your left, look to your right, and trust no one.
I could kick their asses anytime. Callum just didn't even bother looking.
Jens would look to his right, look to his left, look forward.
I love Jens.
Dear.
As long as they don't poison my food. If you poison my food, I'll kill yous. You hear me?
They would
He
try.
would shake
He
his head
wagged
up and
his
down.
finger
He
at
would
the
shake
both
his
of
head
them,
He would
turning
shake
to
his
his
head.
left and right.
He would shake his head up and down.
Is there a bathroom?
Yes, there is. Do you need to go at this immediate moment?
I
Callun
have reason to believe
stared
I
at
may not have
you.
used. I have reason to believe I may not have used the restroom since before I ended up on the beach.
His all eyes bulging slightly.
Can you hold
Yen's
it for another
like-
5 minutes, darling?
Nervously side-eyes Callun. Looks forward again. Do you have more questions?
There has been weird things, and what does eyes does not mean the truth mean? I've seen weird things here that don't make sense. First, some of the examinees, they are odd, but
Your
the
eyes?
island that we were just on,
Who told you that?
I overheard it from somebody from another. One of the contestants said it.
Which contestant?
13.
They would have a smile that faded into a frown that sort of became an awkward grin. Well, it's simply a metaphor for lying, you could say. People lie. So do not always believe what your eyes see. They would sort of...
Are you lying?
They would fidget with their fingernails on their left hand, sort of itching.
Caliban had turned his attention directly at the interviewer.
While I am not lying, there is some information I am not allowed to say.
Then look, images.
Between us, there's no chance he could give us a hint of that, is there?
Remembers the outline he saw. Something, some speck of the sun from that day. It felt so odd. Unnerving. He always felt with his instincts at times, but just that image popped in his head. And then the last exam. That whole ordeal, it didn't felt natural.
If I were to give you a hint, and this is only because I like you three, and because you three are rookies. If I were to give you a hint, I would say it's something out of yourself. Something outside of yourself. Don't think about it too hard. I'm sure in life, if you make it that far, you'll discover it.
You're gonna give an old man a headache.
And that's why I said don't think about it.
I'm sure. To ask another horribly contrived, I'm sure, question about this here airship, is there a bar? Perhaps a home gym even? Anything to that effect?
There are many areas. It is essentially a catered mansion in the sky.
How wonderful. And where are we going with it?
That is to be decided.
And is the test on the airship?
That is to be decided.
Is there anything more you can tell us?
No.
You sure that's not to be decided?
Raises his eyebrows.
I like him.
Sorry.
Hey, you should change my report. I like him too. This one's a good one right here.
Thank you.
Oh, the reports aren't confidential, are they? We're allowed to say we got interviewed, right?
I am not able to tell other
I got
people of
interviewed.
your information, but you can tell other people of your information.
Thanks, lad. I suppose there was something else they could have told us.
Scratch his tattoo. The name.
is there any other questions you folk might have?
Hmm. Not to be a broken record, but about that restroom.
I'll lead you to it once we leave this room.
Thank you.
For the sake of the lad's bowels, I don't think I have anything further to ask.
Luke?
Me neither.
With that, they would, with no hesitation, hop up off of their desk, beginning to walk to one of the tatami walls and open a paper door that was barely even visible, just sliding it to the side as noise began to fill in, that music from earlier, that vinyl just completely dispelling, as instead you heard people talking, muttering. You would hear the occasional comment of, I wonder when's the next exam gonna be? Did they make hot coffee this morning? Oh, I wonder what's for lunch.
The last of which came from Callun.
Come on.
Ed's is the only one looking for the bathroom.
Show you a few around. As cut. This is now your guys' opportunity. I gave Potato and Ozzy the same thing. Do you have any questions out of RP for me? This can be about the world that you think your character would know that you don't. This can be about anything like that.
Well, a lot of the stuff I'd have character-wise would be just private questions.
I see.
How would we go forward with once we are done with this? I will call it a season. How will we be jumping? Will there be a time length in which we ourselves will be doing things, and then it will be introduced? Then it'll be introduced like, or pretty much be introduced on what we're doing, and then we'll continue through. Or are we jumping right into shit?
I am undecided at the moment. I think what I'm going to do is something similar to the anime, where as soon as you get your examiner's license, I'm just going to go ahead and say, what y'all want to do? Yeah.
Oh,
there might be
fire.
a couple
That's
time skips,
great.
there might be a couple things, because I have to catch up the new players that are going to be flooding in.
That is that is something that
So I'll
was
probably
fucking
do
great
like
extra.
the
I was
shonen
happy.
thing where, hey, we'll have a
Yeah.
private session with you and me, and it'll be a week and a half. Or, hey, we'll have a private session with you, me, and him, and y'all are gonna go here and bam, 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 or whatever the fuck.
That's awesome.
Well,
Sounds very interesting, unique, and again, date. When was the date? So, what is our date at the where are we in this scene? Like, what date is this? Will you have a date, or are you trying to focus not on that, but the aspects of different genres,
This
such as, like you stated, 1920s. What was it? The noir-esque, if I'm correct. I remember that was something that you wanted to have in a sense, but again, with my part of my thing where that's kind of a gap, you know what I mean? But I know you're kind of like the shonen thing where stuff kind of intertwines. There's some things that right now in life it wouldn't be, but there's some things that are right now, either futuristic or past. That's what I'm kind of like trying to get into. Will you have lore more so? Will you be developing that in the next season, I guess?
Yes. There's
Okay.
gonna be a lot of
Okay.
world building coming up soon.
Okay, cool. Oh, cool. I was just curious on that fact. I know starting this was just supposed to be the exam. What this thing is overall. So I was just curious onto that.
I've got a really good question that I'm really proud of myself for coming up with.
Okay.
So you said you're taking any questions.
Yes.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how fucked are we?
How do I want to answer that? What do you mean by fucked?
Fucked.
Like raw no lubed fucked, or like what kind of fucked?
Rednecks have put me in the back of the van. There, in fact, was no candy.
Ooh, on that scale, I'd put you on like a 9.2. You know that one scene from Smiling Friends? Oh, I'll go consult my friends about this. Alan, we are fucked.
Fucked. This building breaks all the rules in the book.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
I have no more
a
questions.
great fucking question.
I have an okay question, I think.
Okay.
Let me
Continue.
There is something that I think will be interesting to put with.
Mhm.
And it's something that we are in a shonen genre-esque. We're kind of doing a little bit of shonen, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Death of our own.
What about it?
Will there be leniency, or will we be kind of held on to that?
Napoleon's campaign.
I know, I'm just curious. I'm very curious on that fact.
So yes, you're in an Apollion's campaign, but I'm gonna treat it more like a shonen anime. Instead of killing you, I'm gonna maim the
Okay.
fuck out of you. I'm gonna vegetabilize you.
Awesome.
I'm gonna like.
It's an
gonna-
Napoleon's campaign
It's
in
an
a
Apollion's
shonen
campaign.
style.
Yeah.
All right, I'm just very curious.
afraid to
Honestly,
kill you.
you probably would even. Honestly, probably something because you could be holding that. You know what I mean?
I'm
Guiding
definitely
that.
not afraid to
Could be
kill you
lying.
if you do something really.
Oh, okay.
retarded.
Okay, I ain't gonna do something fucking retarded now with this.
So Apollion's,
So
What's up?
as shonens are most known for, character deaths are either done for scenario setting or, of course, the classic hero's death. I said that like it's a statement, but it's a question.
Yesn't. The main reason I say yesn't is because it's not always going to be those two scenarios, but it will sometimes be those two scenarios. It will be very sparing, to say the least.
I see.
will you be connecting people's backstories to the flow of the world?
I was actually, that is a great way to answer my question, because I was going to ask you something in DM specifically about that.
The answer is
Good.
yes.
I'm gonna be.
I have.
As far as world building goes, is it
Awesome.
still going to be Earth adjacent?
I was waiting for this, and I
Okay.
cannot wait because me personally, I'm not gonna spoil anything, but
I have a couple things for Ionaz's backstory specifically.
I need
So,
to actually get in a call with you sometime and tell you more about Callun's shit, because I wrote a lot for him that just isn't in the sheet.
I also
I'm gonna
I want to get
okay,
the
okay.
question of the populace. Should specifically, hey Strong, should
Yes.
I include not deceased, not leaved, but how do I say? Should I include absent, like lore that would have not otherwise been found?
If you're talking particularly in my case, go ahead. I mean, honestly, even if a character disappears or not, you accepted the sheet, you accepted the backstory, whether you like it or not, that is part of the world. So if
Exactly.
complications come up because of that, be it my character, Can Mouse, anyone's character comes up and is related, that is just the world.
Exactly my thoughts. Okay.
I kind of had a question.
What's your question?
It's not really anything about the world. It's in general about the people, because we're having that new season and new people are coming. How many were you expecting to get in? Because I know there's me making my new sheet, Kitty making a new sheet, but
6 more.
I do not know.
Awesome.
That is
Okay.
Clover,
500 cigarettes.
Jade, Joe, Sona, Bread, and Angel.
Oh, Jill. Okay.
Joe was not
And-
my suggestion.
There is because me and Kitty are going to be making a duo character.
I'm scared.
Cigarettes.
So
So,
scared.
a second question related to that. Because we are getting 6 new people, how are you going to mainly do with sessions? Gonna be like a lot of split sessions?
Yes,
Like,
I'm not
what is
hosting
your-
12-person sessions.
Yeah, that's fine.
Dude, imagine.
Napoleon's.
Like, we wouldn't even get anywhere, dude.
Could you fondle our mandibles, so to speak, on the power system? I'm not asking for anything specific, but just like a little, like,
No.
something to think on. No?
I've told you a lot of what my plans are, and it is my doing. I'll say that.
Will you be implementing new stuff to, like character shit and stuff? I understand that there would be blank, but also adding maybe, kind of like with the traits, but like maybe something else too, as well, like some
So-
other type shit.
That is actually something I'm announcing at the start of the last session of this season, is you
Okay.
are all getting a gift for being my Season 1 players.
Oh.
I have another question.
Which question?
Is there any more session after this, or is this kind of like the post-session powwow?
The post night.
There's no more session tonight.
Okay.
This is actually the last session of the entire roleplay. Thanks for showing up.
Actually,
you'll
we're
get
done.
guys.
It's
Don't feel
concluded.
great,
I
but
love you.
time to call it. Time to call it.
Oh my god, I had
Average
another one.
Minecraft
Fuck.
DM activity.
I mean, shit. I got one good monologue out of it. I'm good.
Really.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Out of
I am
all the
making.
sesh-
Okay.
Out of all the sessions you've done so far in Stillheoul, which one has to be your favorite before
You know,
the last
Strong's-
session?
I'm
That
telling
makes
you,
sense.
bro, people need to watch that fucking thing, dude.
I watched it. I actually listened to it. I think.
How
Was that the funny one?
Yes.
is
Okay.
it the one where you like flip the bus?
No. The boat.
The other one, like,
that one.
I don't know.
The
I don't
boat
know
wasn't
what
that funny,
possessed
bro.
me.
That was horrific.
I don't know what possessed me, but that was fun.
Yeah.
Bus was great, dude.
Napoleon, what was your favorite character moment from everybody so far in the season?
From everyone.
Difficult
Oh,
question
boy.
to answer. You don't have to if
Okay.
you don't want to.
From me now, that it's obviously got to be the session 2 boat scene where he's under the deck with Strong. That's 100% gonna be that. Strong, I gotta say my favorite scene was boxing the priest.
That shit was great.
That
That,
shit
shit
was
was
fire.
fire.
That was
Like-
that was great.
I ain't got nothing from Callun so far. This is his 3rd session. I gotta say
player.
my favorite, just from the player, I didn't like Beauregard.
Nah, bro. Come on, dude. Beauregard. I love.
I'm trying to think. Is probably when he double crossed Ryushi though.
Just give to the other
Shit
people.
was great, dude. That shit was fucking great. I love that shit so
It was
much.
mid as fuck.
No, that I liked it.
No. What's your favorite J moment? Come on.
Jay. That's
Looking at her humongous face.
Oh my god.
okay. That's up there. That's definitely
That
up
was
there.
banging.
That's up there.
Motherfucker baited us, dude.
No, but it'd probably be the private session with Van in not before the minecart scene, when they're actually before the minecart, Jay, when they're talking about how like Van backstory.mp4.
Oh, I agree.
That
I
emotional
agree. I
scene
thought that
was
was
something different.
Shit was something
From
different, bro.
the butcher. I'd say probably the start of your psychosis when you start questioning, hey, where's my sword?
Oh, god damn it, you took away my sword.
That's
Right
probably-
now. Which session out of all of these that you've done so far is your
from
personal
07.
My most personal favorite, like I said, Strong and Eno's boat session.
In that one I asked. Like that series' last sessions, you know. Because that's like,
down, it goes to Edwin. Like, the fuck?
let's say, man, it's like, man, what's your favorite moment from the player of this session? Oh, nothing. You've been shit. What?
The Edwin show is finally over. We can move on with our lives.
Fuck Edwin. No, that was a really sweet way to end it. But also, I was like, man, that speech was good. I was like, dude, come on. That was like proper voice acting. Man. Anyway.
Which my mic wasn't shit.
I think my
that
favorite
fucking
moment
sessions.
that you DM'd on God was the first scene of the campaign in the train. I thought that it was like a really like on the train, like figuring that shit out was so satisfying as a player. Not even on any like character based shit or anything. I thought it was just cool. I
Chill
thought it
chaos,
flowed
bro.
really, really well.
I picked up 6 puzzles.
Knocked
That was
out
funny
one of the
as
harder
shit.
ones in 20 minutes. I love that shit.
That first session was pretty. Oh, it was so nice.
Solid banger first session.
Alright, I've given my favorite moments from everyone. Everyone's favorite moments to me.
I just gave you.
feed.
Aside from, of course, the monologues, I thought those were all very well done.
I'll go.
Got
I'll go. I'll go.
more.
Okay, hands down, I don't have a favorite scene. I have favorite scenes. Like I've loved every one of like, even though I haven't been around, I loved every single one of your contestants. Like that ass. Good times. Good times.
For me, when I think of Stillheoul and the complete absurdity of it at times, I would have to go to one of my favorite moments, a moment that stuck out to me and what what made me just kind of laugh was me just chainsawing Luke's arm.
Oh, the fucking snake! That's what you're fucking talking about. And I just realized that I have a huge fucking fuck.
Okay.
Bro, I have so many
Personally-
injuries, dude.
Yeah. Personally, I have not watched many of the recordings yet, just because I've been busy with work. But I will say this: when it comes down to your DMing in general, I like a lot of the miniature sessions or like missions they had for each character, because then it got to show how you responded to things, how the players responded to things, and in general, I just enjoyed seeing people do things. That I don't really need like a grandiose thing. I just like seeing people in action.
Shit, I haven't talked yet. Fuck. So, I'm gonna give a kind of whole span. Personally, the start of it, creatively, was great. Individually, the separation of players into two kind of teams-ish really either made very good bonds with each other or unique interactions with each other. It was great. I think fitting like kind of the shonen-ish, you did wonderfully, but also kind of implementing what you do yourself was perfectly. It told that this is my shit, but I used a basis for it in a way. It was mine. It wasn't a copy. And I love that. Like the start of the bus scene, I personally loved that because one, loved how kind of described this thing, and then just out of nowhere, like, all right, need you to take one of these peanuts, and you just pass. It was like such a shonen thing. It was great. Like the chaos of that was perfect. Then going into interacting with every single NPC, each having their own unique story, and some having, which will now probably have connections to our characters, was fucking great. I loved the blind guy who had the owl. I love that. The kind of similarities that my character had with that person was fucking great. It kind of moved and kind of flown. It kind of shaped our characters interacting with that. The exams, love the cave one. Cave one was a perfect one. Boat, unique twist. Was very surprised about the island one. Uniquely surprised of that. I'm very curious as what the last one will be. But overall, describing us having our own backstories and us having our own personality, our ideas, and then having certain NPCs interact with ours, just made it perfect for a kind of enhancement of our characters' emotions and all of this other things. Like, again, I talk about the boat scene, you having somebody who, if any people who are there, having maybe a similar I guess, thing to Luke, I guess. I don't know yet, because unfortunately, you'll find out, I killed that person. So, I don't fully know, but having that kind of face realization just worked. You kind of just really, it's like tennis. You just bounce back, and we're just continually playing along, and it was just perfect. It's a perfect game of tennis. And it just helped amplify each and every one of our characters in some sort of way. It was perfect. You really, this is fucking great. I said this again. I'm going to say this. I'm very much liking what you have coming forward, and this exam was very nice. I loved it very much.
It's not over yet.
Oh no, it's not over yet.
It was very
I know it's not
beautifully
over
said,
yet.
though, you know.
Yes, sir. I don't do that often.
I think what I appreciated most was when my OC punched my other OC in a scene that I completely made up on my own and then made everybody clap
this
for.
guy out of here. Banned.
Get out of here! Get out!
Get out!
This is
of
why
here.
I
didn't
love
fucking
that
commend
scene.
you.
What the fuck?
This is why I didn't commend you, bro. Oh my
You're
God.
literally.
Well, maybe
You are
if you started commending me, I'd be less sarcastic.
You are.
You want some honest to God glaze of what I've loved about Stillheoul? Is that what you want out of me? Yeah, that is what you want, isn't it? Well, let me tell you. Going into Stillheoul, I honestly I just thought that it was going to be this sort of circle jerk of the old Purcell bests that we'd essentially just be reliving Purcell. And as good as that group was, it was just some prestige bait BS. To be honest with you, that's what I thought the campaign was going to be. But as the sessions went on, and I saw around me these characters that it didn't feel like people were just going through the motions, you know, with roles they've played before. And the ones that did very quickly fell out of it into a different character, such as Conmao and me. Whenever we did our interactions, it felt like a little bit of the motions, but boom, neither of those characters are in the story anymore. Because it feels like you as a DM have forced us into this new world, this new style of gameplay that is unique and brings out something in us that we haven't had before. And I think a lot of us as players wanted to bring something unique with it. I mean, obviously, Enau is the it boy of this campaign. I mean, Luke is fucking baller, dude.
Certified gigolo.
Mm-hmm. And I don't think... I do think genuinely that you as a DM have a skill in this group that no one else quite has, where you can just bring it out in people. I mean, it just feels fucking natural. It feels good. It feels like that shit is earned every time. And yeah, campaign's not perfect. Obviously, it's improv.
Banned.
Oh my god, he stuttered on his lines. Oh, it's ruined.
Valid.
But the genuine quality and genuine care is so apparent in it. And I mean, we've gone weeks without a session and immediately everybody's ready to jump back into it again. That's how you know what you have is special. And you have something special. I'm not just talking about the campaign. I'm talking about you as a storyteller. Have that shit. And it's infectious. That's some honest to God glaze.
God, I need a towel after that.
Well, you deserve it, dude. And it's hitting that comparison of like Stillheoul, which I don't want to like, but you're doing it, man. You're very much doing it.
Jay has been frighteningly quiet.
Yay!
Jay Sweezy, do you have anything to add?
Jay's okay.
Oh, that's right. I shot him 20 minutes ago.
Oh, fuck.
Aww.
You know, I would clap my
No
hands,
more yens.
but my microphone quality on my phone has gotten so much worse.
Oh,
What
he's
is-
grunting.
Everyone excited for the next season. Did we go over that? I don't know if we've gone over.
I want my
Just trying to
anime
collect
powers.
my words, bro.
Oh, my bad. My bad.
No shit. That's
You
not
autistic shit. You give us everything.
J words? Oh my god.
Shut up.
She's back from the hole.
Oh.
I was
I'm
making gunshots
gonna say a
downstairs.
thing, and then I'm gonna tell you my favorite scenes. Do we have a deal?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. My thing is,
Mwah.
I believe myself that from Venture in the season that I had hosted, I was seen as one of the more prominent DMs in this community at one point. Ian Gray subsequently reached a consensus at one point that we were concerned that there would be no DMs going forward who would actually want to carry the torch or be able to do it effectively. I no longer have that concern. My favorite scene, definitely the boss fight with the goat Radio Cat himself. I always fucked with that character's aesthetics. And that was kind of a gas boss fight. The pictures you were putting in my head were really vivid and cool, and he was really scary. Outside of that session, the minecart fight with Van is my personal oat of the roleplay.
I'm doing the autism hands right now, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I don't know. I've glazed you, I think, like twice now properly, and I don't have much to say beyond that. And I don't like repeating myself.
I gotta
So
give
yeah,
you
you already
that.
know all the
Yeah.
you already know all the high points that I have about your roleplay. I just think if you keep doing what you're doing, you're gonna do really fucking good. I would caution you against taking on too much of a community though, because that's what obliterated Venture.
Yep. 12 is my max.
To be fair, that's what got a few of us in Venture.
Oh,
To be
that's
fair,
also what destroyed Venture.
Yeah.
I think
negative
appropriate.
shit can breed positive consequences sometimes.
I think the
You're
strategy that.
absolutely correct. I just don't want Apollons to burn out because I.
Oh
want to
fuck
keep
no,
this
no,
roleplay.
no, absolutely.
Well, I
Whoa,
think
please
I'm
don't
gonna have
burn
my own
out.
thing. I think the separation that he's planning. I think I know what you're going to do, and
No. you have
of
no idea.
branching off people and stuff will be great. It'll be great to kind of separate and kind of what can be a huge fucking big thing now is balanced out and kind of separated, which will kind of allow one breaks at times instead of having ginormous sessions where where we're not going to get to a lot of certain points.
I think
It's
there
going
was
to-
an original issue way back when in Purcell, right, where everything had to be connected. Whereas this, if you just separate, boom.
Well, this is
Well,
shown,
there are
and that's what's
definitely
great about this
connected
setting.
things.
Oh yeah, but
But
private things could likely stay private. I
Yes,
think.
private things are private.
fuck, I'm losing my train of thought. Fuck.
I apologize. I interrupted you.
No, you're cool. I'm trying to branching. Introduction, fresh. It will be nice. I love that too because again, it fits to the whole idea too of gathering, being introduced to one new characters into a world that they're probably already going to be set into. Will be very awesome. It'll be very unique and such. Also, the separation of stuff will help just gonna.
See,
I don't
It's-
know fully. I had it all fucking thought out what I was gonna say, but unfortunately, my brain kind of short-circuited. But
Another really good thing is that we're going to be getting a lot of new content, like not even just new characters or new things to the world. We're going to be getting new people that you guys have never roleplayed with. I can think of, fucking Angels only ever RP'd with you, Jay, and Kanmao. You guys have never met Jade. You guys have never RP'd with Clover. You guys have never RP'd with my friend Brad. I've never RP'd with my friend Brad. But he wanted to pick up D&D, so I told him about it. Joe is going to be a really fresh, because...
Oh, fuck yes, Joe, dude.
He hasn't RP'd in a fucking year and a half, so it's going to be really fresh for him. Yeah, no, it's just going to be really... If this goes well, it is going to be peak.
Good boy.
Peak with a capital P.
And I wonder if you know what it means. What it means.
This open world, because you don't have it set in stone, and I think that's awesome too, because now you can kind of build off what we have kind of fully done in aspect, and then root it and connect it to everything. Instead of having a set stand world